The past 2 years, we've learned our mistakes and we are here to correct our mistakes. That is why we are rebranding NPP. We are rebuilding NPP. We are ready to make good connections with Ghanaians. We are ready to serve you through our actions. NPP is going back to its roots. We are ready to listen to Ghanaians.
The parliamentary candidates, they were putting their interests more than the larger goal, which is making, because if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the current flag bearer, doesn't become president, the appointment or contract that you want, how are you going to get it? Now that we are in opposition, have you been appointed? No. So we should focus on the larger goal. But we had these parliamentary candidates putting their interests on the line, like putting their interests like at the front of everything before even the flag bearers projection.
About this, there was this by-elections, Ablekuma South or something, or North. The NDC candidates, she was on TikTok dancing, chilling, and that's what the people like. The other one wasn't, and we were laughing at the TikTok that she won the elections. Of course, because the other one felt like you were off. So come to our level. Yeah, doing those dancing.
About remodifying the party to be attractive to the youth or the ordinary Ghanaian. This is not the way to go about it, because sometimes some posts that I see from our very own people on social media, NDC will not come and do that.
Yeah, they protect their own.
They protect their own.
Especially the
internal fights.
Yeah, they do.
The catastrophe that is coming in NDC.
Gege to Gege. A Shirad.
Hello everyone. Good day everyone. My name is Annie Osei Apia. Welcome back to Rebranding NPP second episode. We are not here to make excuses. We are not here to seek sympathy. Eye abana ye to 2024 no. Ghana former kasa ya jatum. Ye hu se mweni anje nyema ye abra ye wo aban mu no. The past 2 years, we've learned our mistakes and we are here to correct our mistakes. That is why we are rebranding NPP. We are rebuilding NPP. We are ready to make good connections with Ghanaians. We are ready to serve you through our actions. NPP is going back to its roots. We are ready to listen to Ghanaians. So today I have here two beautiful ladies. I have worked closely with one lady, and the other lady, I have been watching her communication on other platforms. I have here with me today Asantua Enyeji Rabiatu and Hanan. Welcome once again to the second episode of Rebranding NPP. Today's episode, we will be discussing on what is NPP, who is NPP, why rebranding is necessary, and then the way forward. Thank you. So Asantua Enyeji, please, can you introduce yourself and then tell us what you do now, how you ended up in student politics?
Okay, I'm Asantua Enyeji, currently a national service personnel. I used to be the former GCR vice president at Ivandi Hostel, UN Hall, Legon campus. For me, I just woke up one day and I decided to be a leader. I didn't plan nothing. And when I wanted the mandate, I had to join a political party. That had been the norm on campus. And I come from a home that is traditionally NPP. So automatically I'm like, let me join something that's when, in case in future I want to be a leader or something, I'll get a family backing. So I found myself in TESCON, and then from there they supported me. I won, became the vice president for UNO, then joined 2024. That's when I joined TESCON, and we were on campaign grounds. We'll be going around joining people, we met dignitaries, and I built my vibe from there. So yeah, basically that's Asanta. And I own an NGO with my brother, Colossal Aid Africa. We go around every August and serve people, free medical screening. We do in Ghana, Benin, Nigeria, and maybe some years to come, we'll be thinking of going to other African countries. So that's the girl.
That's quite impressive. Hanan, when did you enter student politics?
So I'm Hanan Nu, and for me, I didn't really start my political journey with joining student politics, I started the mainstream politics in my constituency, which is the Ablekuma West constituency. And it started from after SHS. Okay, while in SHS, I was interested in politics. Like, it was just something I had passion for. And back home, I grew up with my grandparents, and then growing up, my grandparents found themselves, or I found my grandparents in affiliated to the NPP. And actually, what made me like NPP was the very day the former president John Ajikun Kufuor was being sworn in. I was behind the television and I was just watching him, and I just liked the man for no reason. Like, that was when I loved NPP, like at that young age. So I naturally loved John Ajikun Kufuor, and then growing up loving NPP, and then realizing he's also affiliated to the party, or he's part of the party, made the love for the party grow more. So with my political journey, I started in my constituency right after SHS. I started my mainstream politics, and it has been like that till now. So even in university, I didn't really join. I didn't really get involved in the student politics and all that. So yeah, that's it.
That sounds great. That takes us up to our first question. So when we say NPP, behind the slogan, what does the New Patriotic Party stands for? Are you going to go first, Antoine?
Yeah, so the NPP, New Patriotic Party, before I come to how NPP started, we have to know our history. NPP was a outshoot of the UGCS. From UGCS, we moved to UP, from UP to PFP, PP, and then eventually we became the NPP party. That was 28th July 1992. Our first flag bearer was Professor Idu Boahen, and we lost that election. We went back to do our homework, and we brought in John Ajikun Kufuor. We lost again, 1996. We went back, did our homework, and then we came back victorious in 2000. And then we retained him 2004 to 2008. Then when he left, because Ghana, our constitution mandates every president for 2 terms, Akufo-Addo came in, and we lost again twice. And then on his third account, we won a very massive, beautiful win. And we were so happy. I think I was in JHS 2 by then. Yeah, and he also went in for 2 terms. After he left, he passed on the mandate to Mahmoud Bawumia, and we lost. It was rather unfortunate, but it's not easy. Yeah, and we believe in freedom. That's why our motto is development and freedom. We are a party that believes in democracy, a party that believes in youth, education. That's why the free SHS, we brought free SHS. We brought some social interventions like the free maternity care. We brought in 1 district, 1 factory, school feeding program, a whole lot. And it's been a wonderful party. We've done our best. And so far, that's the New Patriotic Party for me. Awesome.
So losing 15 to 10% vote. NPP minimum nankasa de 2020 abato no. Munya more than 50%. Say ye din kukuka na enye ne sa ho. What is that margin really telling us as NPP?
Before you come, I think we didn't lose by 15 to 14%, roughly 9%. So 41%, it was a propaganda set out there, and we are correcting it today that we didn't. That's why during the presidential primaries, we said Akana Epe, because we are going to work on that 9%. It's a tradition. We always come back stronger. We are going to win coming 2028 with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. So I think Anan has a bit of something to say.
But first of all, who told you we lost by 14 to 15%?
That's what Ghanaians are saying. See, the Omoka said 38%, not 38%.
It was a propaganda that was orchestrated by the NDC. It wasn't 14 to 15%. We lost by 9%. You can cross-check. You can search and then cross-check. The actual figure or the actual percentage that we got was 41%, 41.7%. And how can you tell me that the difference is 14 to 15%? We lost by 9%, and we are working hard to get that 9%. And hopefully 2028 we'll come back stronger.
But NPP has not gotten 41% when you look at the tradition.
Yes, but sometimes you should understand some circumstances. You see, Ghanaians are emotional voters. Ghanaians vote based on their emotions. You can do 99% good and maybe 1% wrong that comes in, then they'll judge you by that. So I'm sure it was one or two that didn't go on well that affected the whole outcome of the 2024 elections. And there's a narrative out there that it is the candidate or a flag bearer, which is a very wrong perception or a very wrong conclusion. The candidate or the flag bearer that was presented, he was the best for the party, and he is still the best for the party in the subsequent elections, which is 2028.
Yeah, so one thing that we realized that every political party has an identity, a core identity. And the NPP party, we find our base in the elites, the professionals, the traders, So we introduced certain policies that really affected them. And elections is a referendum of the stomach. If you are going to cut their pocket money, their bonds, they have trusted you enough that you are coming into power because of them. So when you come into power and you are making policies that's going to affect them, they are controlling the workers, they are controlling family members because they are paying bills, they are paying fees and stuff. You introduce haircuts. You've broken that trust. Your opponents, an angry opponent can easily forgive you. But if your core base revolts against you, it's likely that you'll not come out of that election. That was the result why we lost the 2024. They didn't go and vote. Our own people didn't go and vote. Now, you want our own people are not going to vote. Then already, Alan Martin has left the party. Now there's a new force where the youth feel like NPP NDC is a traditional. They are tired of it, right? They are not making it interesting for them. They join the new force. And now you those that you have to protect, you are forgetting them, protecting other people. They're also going to retaliate.
So I agree with you on the fact that we lost the people through apathy, and then again the new force which pulled some of our youth. And this country is dominated largely by the youth. If you look at the population rate, and they are the decision makers, they are the real decision makers. So if you lose some of these people, it says a lot about the outcome of the elections. And talking about Alan Tremantin leaving the party too, it really did us harm, in as much as he couldn't pull enough. But the percentage that he pulled, if he was to be in the party, it would have been ours, and that would have increased the percentage that we had. So these are all factors that.
So we actually thought that because of free education, we were going to automatically in that election
compliance, because some of the policies that were initiated or implemented, we thought they were going to speak for us. And this is the case whereby even the beneficiaries of the free SHS, they were the ones who even voted against us.
We lost on all student fronts. Most majority Legon campus, we lost bitterly.
Had you benefited from the free SHS?
Thank you. Because we didn't listen to them. They were telling us that our food is not coming. We were like, you are okay. Those are the people that are giving you the power. So why are you telling them here? You are pressing, and what they'll keep quiet, and on election day when you need them, that's when they are going to show you power, where power lies, you know. And also, some of us felt like after 2020, 2022, we're hearing rumors that we had lost the election. So instead of them campaigning very well in 2024, coming together, what did we see? They go on platforms and they campaign for themselves.
That.
Already, our presidential primaries, internal presidential primaries, we did it very late. It gave the flag bearers small, yes,
to campaign.
So he was in a bit of a rush. Right now, your people are angry. So you are going to them. You have to have time for them. It's not that after 5, you know that 6 o'clock, you have to leave to the next place. It's not done. They'll just list, okay. When you're done, TV near Beji. Delegates are enjoying television. They are enjoying fridges. And you
want ordinary Ghanaians to vote for you.
They can't see this. I'm not going to do that. That's what.
See, the whole thing is elections has been monetized. Another thing that is causing us in the in the political space, everything has been monetized, especially our elections, because why will a delegate benefit more than we have party sympathizers who even project the party more than even some of these so-called delegates, because they are polling station executives. I dislike to call them delegates. They are polling station executives, and these are the base. This is the base of the party. This is the foundation of the party. And we also lost some of our people from the polling station elections. There were some sort of mafia tactics in our various constituencies, like people were putting their interests, the parliamentary candidates, they were putting their interests more than the larger goal, which is because if Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who is the current flag bearer, doesn't become president, the appointment or contract that you want, how are you going to get it? Now that we are in opposition, have you been appointed? No. So we should focus on the larger goal. But we had these parliamentary candidates putting their interests on the line, like putting their interests like at the front of everything before even the flag bearers projection. So that also caused that. And most of these polling station executives that were victims of the mafia and all that, they became reluctant, they were relaxed. Most of them didn't even come out to vote. And see, the polling station executives, they are the foundation of the party. And if you lose your foundation, or if your foundation is not solid, then you have lost it. Because if you have about, let's say, if we have about 2 million voters who are polling station executives, at least you have reserved out of maybe the 6 million voters, you have about 2 million reserved for yourself. So those people, we don't have to joke with them. The party needs to prioritize the polling station executive more, because they are the ones who go down there and project the policies of the party before even the flag bearer or to campaign, you see. So
let's not also forget our youth base, the student front, TESCON.
They were sidelined.
Thank you. These are people that were buzzed to constituencies,
vote
programs, to go and campaign. Whether rain or shine, they were there. You get power, they call you. What is internship opportunities that you can give to your student front? What is it? National service, what is it? These are petty things. Or even when I text you, oh, Honorable, good morning, my name is, oh, okay, I'm busy now, later on, I'm going to get to you. Why get those things?
Then that you should give TESCON members some internship slots, give it to the TESCON president, because sometimes you can even tell some of the MPs, oh, honorable, please, I'm about to vacate or complete school. I want internship opportunity.
Why should he reply? Hey, you remember this? There was this by-elections, Ablekuma South or something, or North. The NDC candidates. She was on TikTok dancing, chilling, and that's what the people liked. The other one wasn't, and we were laughing at the TikTok that she won the elections.
Of course.
Because the other one felt like you were off. So come to our level. Yeah, I think that's that way.
The Gen Zs, as I stated earlier, you pay enjoyment, you pay nije. So things like that, it attracts them. Like, even if, your party, penny be your party, yanko GNE. That's all. They are not asking for more. That's all. Because now, as I said, they are the decision makers. The youth are the decision makers of this country. Forget about those older generation. For myself, but youthful there.
Always in your comments, they need to be pulling agents and stuff.
So I was saying a young crowd for no, or maybe say we shouldn't rely on the old style, no, like and strict, Charlie, we see that be your pass level, no. Now the new MPP, and yet I cratch you, buga wum.
Uchi emechi, okay, reka,
energy for energy. It is not about I cratch you for lawyers and no, because initially that was the perception about the MPP, but now everybody is on board. Everybody, MPP is for the trader, MPP is for the driver, MPP is for the farmer, the kayaye, everybody.
There was a time I joined a conversation and guy say, ask Nobel politics no. Obisa ne ma me say, opesoye politics. But ne busa no fini NDC. It's time me say ma. Hasi beina o face me join. And the mom was like, if you want to be elite, first of all, school do joining MPP.
Yes, because the MPP prioritizes education, and that is why we brought the free SHS, and it has benefited thousands of Ghanaians. Free SHS Adaroma, Osikeni, Ohieni, Banina, Eti, Prempeh College, Adesadel College, Infantsman Girl.
It's one of free SHS no. Girl be betina in I think 2023 honum. She's from Ashanti region. She's the first generation all called SHS. So imagine saying free SHS in you are. Obviously, they are school. Ni school be your GHS wala.
You know, talking about this free SHS thing, I was fortunate to be part of the first batch. When we went, you'll be at assembly and the accountant will come, the house mistress, and they are coming. Oh, nana man monko. The rest, where's your school fees? This, that, go home. And because of that, the seniors really envied us. And even within the free SHS, you open some of your classmates, their chop buses, and it's just Gary.
Very sad.
We had free books, free uniforms. Everything was literally free. We weren't paying for anything, not even PTA, nothing. It was all free. I think recently we power and I'm saying they have been paying for
PTA fees.
Thank you. My sister paid.
She's paying.
Yeah, she paid. But it was free back then. Teachers were coming. There was impromptu inspection. The seniors weren't enjoying bread Monday to Sunday, but free SHS came. We were enjoying bread with breakfast, sometimes special dining. We got yogurts and stuff. When it comes, we are so happy because every day yogurts were campus. And it was beautiful. But then one thing I'm going to chip in is when the GO track came in, a lot of people, because they didn't have money to pay SHS fees, are dead. we have remedial BEC. So they went to, because they didn't believe that Nanado was actually going to fulfill his promise of free education. But he told them that we are MPP. When we make promises, we deliver.
Yeah.
So 2017, he introduced free SHS. So 2018, that batch that entered, most of the people at home went to write remedials again. So we became so choked. That was the green gold. And one track didn't really benefit so much. And I think those are some of the reasons why, pardon the youth, they didn't vote, because they felt hurt. That's why should the badge go to school more than I should? We should have taken our time to address that issue.
Yeah.
And I feel like maybe if Ghanaians had voted for us in 2028, we would have
that mistake.
Thank you, would have. So
Annie, talking about the free SHS, I happen not to be a beneficiary. Unfortunately, I couldn't benefit the free SHS policy because, back in that was around 2012. Yeah, 2012. I was very much interested in the win of NPP just because I was just about writing BEC and I wanted to benefit the free SHS policy because I knew how my mom suffered to cater for my education.
You're from the north.
I'm not from the north. I was born in Kumasi, but I was raised in Accra. I've lived my whole life in Accra here. So in 2012 that we lost the elections, I was very hurt. Though I was young, but then I knew how it was like to have a quality education. It wasn't that easy for my mother to afford for that. So I was just thinking about how are we going to do it. And in 2016, God being so good, we were able to win, and then Nanado delivered his promise. And that was our flagship policy, which was the free SHS. And it has benefited a lot of Ghanaians.
Talking about quality education, you mentioned. So Ghana for keka se free SHS no mom nkla na bon nkla no munim she omko university crap they are performing poorly.
Na o ka se free SHS no nkla na bon sebisebio in preduasa. Your current president now no call free SHS no. Now a bon ana. So if you tell me that free SHS no nkwala na bosa no moka,
There's one of their papa. Because free SHS they are performing very. They said it gave opportunities. What
bon? Whether we are seeking you, we are hearing you, we hear when see you. And we even have we've all been in school. It is a so much quick na most your mutie no sebe is kafon nkwala no na because they are over Don't go there. No. DT. Most of them. I'm not saying all. Most of them. If you look at the rates at which they don't get the support.
Okay, so we are wrapping up everything. We are wrapping up our conversation for today. What is the way forward? What do you think we need? What are some of the measures you think we should put down to win the hearts of Ghanaians?
Just internally, we should prioritize the base of the party, which is the polling station executives, the electoral area coordinators, and some way, somehow, the constituency executives, because these are the various reps in the various constituencies. They are the ones who project the party and its policies in the various constituencies. So if you have these people on board, if you involve them in everything, you prioritize them, you make them feel important, they go a long way to execute or perform or sell the party in the constituency very well. And another thing I would suggest is the party should consider forming an association just as we have TESCON in our various tertiary institutions, there should be an association that will be for SHS students. Let's say maybe an under 16 or under 17 project. So we should start prepping the minds of these SHS students before they leave school. And it's not as if it's going to be something within campus like TESCON. It can be like,
Ask her that so if your maths teacher is coming to you with mental, hey, what is 2 times 2, and then you're not thinking of a
so that was why I was coming with that. It shouldn't be something that like a course study in the various.
To chip in something, do you think that it should be like, you see in SHS, you have this club, AFS club, and other clubs?
I think they are too younger than to form an association.
They are not yet eligible voters. So if we start something like that, it shouldn't be on campus. It should be like during their vacations. We have this, we have them.
But what we do with this, there's an upcoming project that we are working on for SHS students that maybe after school, what is life after SHS to the university? So I think it's going to help our way. Well, more the style of life. Yeah.
So as I was saying, it should be like during their vacations, especially the long vacations, we can have 1 or 2 meetings with them.
This is
Gen Z, NTBC, no, and you say you will have a formal meeting with them. It should be informal because, as I stated earlier, Gen Z, we want enjoyment. So it should be like a party.
Bringing on board like eating Wednesdays, I could do Sheldon and
casual gathering. It shouldn't be strictly formal, and yes, it wouldn't entice them. Or
I think it will really help, because when we organize that, it would because some of the young people want to enter into politics, like but they don't know the way forward, because they want to chances. Even when I went to SHS, I knew TESCON, but I didn't enter into politics because I didn't know how to start it until someone put me into it.
Yeah.
So coming back to that, when I was in SHS, one funny story or one funny experience I would like to share. When I was in SHS, I told you how passionate I was about politics and even NPP at large. So back in SHS, when NPP win, that's our former president, His Excellency Nana-Addo, won the elections. I intentionally or deliberately organized the party. I was
How old were you?
I was just about 16, 17. Yeah, just about 16, hitting 17. And that's so me doing politics, it's nothing new to my high school mates. I was exposed. I was interested. It was something that I had passion for. That's why. So if we start and we have people like that, people who are interested in politics at that age. So if we are to embark on that project, it will help us a lot, especially when we get the influential.
To be maybe a mentorship program or
something. But it be too formal. It should be like a
level.
Because some of them, when they see, I was privileged to meet maybe the former man. Yeah. We have the light or the Akosian menu.
Because some of them do not even know their MPs. They don't even know the
that will really help us in a way. And then again, our leaders, when we entrust you with a position, we are doing that for you to come and serve us, not for you to come and dictate to us, or not for you to come and feel pompous. Because some of our leaders, honestly, they have disappointed many party folks. Because we are talking about an internal something. They have disappointed many party folks, and they should look at their relationship. You see, in as much as we are into this space, human relation is very key in this game that we are in. If you lack that human relation, then this game is not for you. By force, yeah, because I day in day out have emotion to enjoy with people. You get to meet people, so you should have that friendly and welcoming spirit. But some of our people, they tend not to have that. As a nipano, like say, yo, who are you? It's not supposed to be like that. The fact that you came down to us, you were humble when you wanted to for your position or contest, you were very humble for that. So that humility, I was said at Twaso. But some of them, see, as I said, you to know, 100, 200 do. It says opportunities. Just give us the opportunity. If you don't have the job for the person, you can recommend the person to you. You have the links, you have the connections. You can recommend them to someone or something. But these our leaders know how be texting or on respond they or be friend or on far. Just
tell the person say, oh, the bounty, wow. Do not agree with you. You just, even if you can't help the person, just wait. Wow, I'll get back to you. I'll see what I can do about this. Yeah, but don't even open, like don't open your message. But then some of them, what you know what's painful? The blue ticks, at least those that have turned off their read receipts, is better. Open your message and don't get back to you. Just they be okay, I've seen. I'll get back to him. That's okay.
And it makes it very rude in as much as it's a media form of communication. But communication is communication, whether physical, whether through the media or whatever. The manner which you communicate with people, it says a lot about you. Because why would I send you a message? I know you are busy, you are the power of come notification. You use your phone,
right?
All right. So to add up to what Anand said, the way forward. So we have to really go back to our core mandate, our base. We shouldn't always think that we have to come back based on NDC's failure. What if they do not fail? Then it means we are not going to come back to power. So more engagement. I've seen some of the MPs do that, going on farms, this cocoa saga, the deceiving the cocoa people that they were going to increase their cocoa prices and then they rather reduced. So they are now going to the farms, engaging them. They are engaging traders unions because that's your base as a party. Those are the traders, those are the elites. So I've seen that they started engaging them and they should continue. And one thing I also add is we should learn to keep secrets that are within the party and leave it out of social media, because that's the weapon we give to our opponents to use against us. NEC will have a meeting, and before the meeting ends, whatever they've said in the meeting is on social media.
So who are the ones taking the information out?
We have to stop the blame games. We have to stop allowing the NDC to set the pace of our conversations for us. We go for certain things, the NDC will come and give a narrative, and you see our social media bloggers angry and now following the trend. Meanwhile, they've
set up a shop.
They've introduced certain bills, introduced certain policies that we are supposed to attack. We are rather following what they are saying on social media. And also, we should allow them to make their mistakes before we jump in too quick. If they introduce a tax, hey, because we are angry for power, we are coming at it. And
reading it.
They'll bring them something like they care for Ghanaians. So, the minister was something that we should cut this off. Oh, boy, it's because you people were too quick to come inside. Wait, allow them, give them the time, let them make their mistakes, and you hit them. The same Ghanaians that voted you out will now bring it. The likes of Trini Jonas, he will come and attack you back to back.
Very
Those are the things. Allow the Ghanaians to fight for you before you come, because already you are still na muhunye. So when you keep talking, it's like nipa ni bufu bontimi nkasa. So if you realize Ghanaians are angry but they cannot talk, so allow them. The time will come.
If it's already some time.
Yes, allow. The year has not ended yet too. Relax. It's gonna come. Their time would come. So we should allow them to make the mistakes before we jump into conclusion.
So another thing I want to add up is our style of communication. We are talking about rebranding NPP. And sometimes the things you see on social media from NPP or pro-NPP communicators or young communicators is very, very distasteful to see. It's not good. If we are talking about remodifying the party to be attractive to the youth or the ordinary Ghanaian, this is not the way to go about it. Because sometimes some posts that I see from our very own people on social media, NDC will not come and do that.
Yeah, they protect their own.
Especially the internal fights.
They do.
The catastrophe that is coming in NDC.
Gege to gege. Eshirad.
Kukudu.
It's serious. We have to protect her.
Okay, thank you very much. This is where we end Rebranding NPP second episode.
Do well to follow us on social medias, X Page, TikTok, Instagram, Rebranding NPP.
And see you in our next episode.
Rebranding NPP.